I am live. Welcome, guys. Welcome to High Vibrational Events Presents Chatting with Spirit and Sea. It's live. We're Monday. We're Monday night. We are Monday night. Together, we are Monday night. We are all that is. I am you. You are me. We are a beautiful collective. I am glad to see you again. I've missed you guys. I'm really casual today. I just got out of the shower, hair's wet and stuff, and that's how we're doing this. That's how we roll. So hey, who's here? Say hello. Tell me where you're from. Are you watching on? Hi, Justin's mom. Okay, wait. Sahita, am I close? It's been a while. It's good to see you. Thank you for being here. Kimmy, hello. Kimmy, hello. Oh, I had such a beautiful a trance. Hi, Bonnie. Hello. I'm going to be seeing you soon, Bonnie. Like less than a month. Less than a month. Bonnie and her husband Brian are going to come visit me. I'm really excited. Yeah, they visited me once before for the day, and now they're going to be staying in town for a few days. So we're going to have some really cool adventures. We are. Hi, Kelly Jean, upstate New York. Me, upstate New York. Yeah, love that. I've probably said this before, but I remember when I was a child and I was always drawn to the mountains. I was always drawn to nature, but I was born in Brooklyn. And hello, Trixie. Hello. Raised on Long Island. And so I did go to upstate New York with my parents to a hotel one time. And I just knew it was mountains and everything up there. And I said to my parents, let's move there. You know, of course, my dad would have had a several-hour commute to go to work in Queens. But anyway, I was young. I'm like, that's what I want. I want to live there. And I knew. And I've never lived in upstate New York, but it's absolutely, I knew, but I lived in Colorado later on too. So what's it like? Or is it really beautiful where you live? I know I have several friends that live up there and heard all kinds of beautiful stuff and see great pictures. I just love mountains. And well, New York's a pretty cool place to grow up to. Bonnie says, I'm excited also. Yay. Oh, okay. So Trixie's totally just laid down right here. So cool. So cool. All right. So what are we doing tonight? I thought, I asked, I didn't know if Spirit had a specific plan. And they probably do, but I don't know what it is. So I showed up. That's what I do. I show up. No, New York has gone downhill bad. Wow, really? I'm so sorry to hear it. I mean, listen, I say it was a good place. Well, it's true. It was. I mean, it was good neighborhoods where I was raised and stuff. But yeah. I mean, every place has. Anyway, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess I'm trying to make it better, but it is what it is, and how we perceive things. I know that I didn't want to. I don't belong in New York. I was born in New York, and I'm glad I went to school in New York. Because when I moved to Florida at 12 years old, I was 3 years ahead academically. And it was really sad. I'm hoping the Florida school system is better now. But back then, I don't know what my parents were thinking. I mean, I guess they did what they had to do. But they probably didn't have any clue that the school system down here was going to be bad or behind. Anyway, I got to pick up my cards. Hold on. So that's what I did like about growing up in New York in the Northeast as the school systems. We're back in the day, we're really good because people are moving out in droves. Jeez and crackers. Lots of crime and rundown. And you're talking about upstate New York? Like in the mountains is crime and rundown? Oh, I don't even want to hear that. Anyway, well, I'm sorry to hear that. You know, I'm so glad I was born there. I also glad I don't live there now either, because I'm not drawn to, I don't feel like I belong there. But I definitely chose, mom was born in the Bronx, dad was born in Brooklyn kind of thing, so. All right. Okay, so we have to, upstate is also cities. Okay. Yeah, see, good point. I remember I had, growing up, I had friends that moved out of our town, and they moved to Oneonta, New York, and of course Albany. Anyway, so all right, moving on. Let me please feel free to share this out. Oh, see, Trixie Boo is laying on my keyboard. Laying on my desk. So, all right, are we live? Thank you so much for sharing, Kimmy. Thank you. All right, I'm sure you've already Yeah, hi, Diana. Are you there? Let me yes, let me just let her know. Yes, I'm live now. Not really working out. Oh, Trixie, honey, I adore you. I need a bigger desk. All right. Yes, I am still working on Diana's beautiful magical creation as well. So, all right. So let's see what we're gonna do. What are we doing? ¿Cómo está, bonita? Hey, Steph and Nora, because I'm originally from New York City. All right, cool. And Kimmy says, my kids live in New York. All right. Do your kids like it? There has to, I don't know. I mean, everything is perspective. I do know that. So I remember when, it's facing in the wrong direction. I remember when my parents moved us to Florida, I was 12. I was from New York. Here I am in Florida. And Florida was great for vacation, but I didn't think I was going to live here. But here I was, and I didn't like it. I had complaints about the school system. I had complaints about a lot of things. I came from a family of complainers, and I was one of them for a long time until I learned. Anyway, so I kept complaining about living in Florida and finding fault with it until I moved out of Florida and I moved to Colorado, which was divinely beautiful, but really cold. And the humidity that I used to think was, hey, Aiden, how are you? That I used to complain about. My hair would get frizzy. I mean, whatever. I missed that. When I got off the plane, hola, soul sister, it felt like the air greeted me with a warm blanket around me. And plus I'm near the ocean again, which I wasn't in Colorado. And so I realized, even before I knew about the law of attraction, I realized that my perspective had changed, and so I stopped, I never complained about Florida again after that. I was really happy to be here, and I still am, and I still love Colorado, and but I'm happy to be here. Do I think I will stay in Florida forever? What a good question. Kimmy said, I'm from New York, born in New York City. In New Yorker. Coffee, New Yorker. I think so, Aiden. I don't really know. I mean, I go with the flow, but I like Florida. I'm comfortable here. I like the weather. I was here as an adolescent, seeing people that were older saying, oh, well, we moved to Florida because of the weather. But now I am the age of older than my parents were when we moved here. And the weather's good. I like it. I love the sunshine. I just love, we're in the sunshine. Trixie, honey, could you please sit over there calmly and quietly? And thank you. Oh, I have my desk again. I love you so much. I do. I love that cat. Steph says, coffee. Yeah, I love it. Yeah, whenever I'm talking to Kimmy, I spell it CAWFEE, coffee. But I like your way too. That totally works, Steph. I love that. My mom used to say coffee. I haven't done it in a long time, but my mother would say, a cup of coffee, darling. Oh my goodness. All right. And Steph said, I've lived in Florida before as well, finally settled in South Carolina. There's a lot of, I don't know about a lot, but there's several. My friend's daughter, is she in North or South Carolina or Tennessee? She has a couple of daughters. Anyway, but that area, like that, those states and that area, very popular now. And it just looks beautiful. Do you like it there? Do you like it? Cafe. Coffee. My mom's from Brooklyn. Awesome. Born in Brooklyn. So I was born in Brooklyn, man. I lived there. I only lived there till I was 2. But I was born there. I remember my grandparents had an apartment in Brooklyn when I was a kid. And I guess they must have had it for a lot of years. I'm going back a long time because when I was still a kid when they moved to Century Village in West Palm Beach, Florida. But Aiden says, I was thinking of traveling to either to California or Florida or New York next week for vacation, but the hotels are so expensive. Well, look at you traveling all over the place, dude. How cool is that? I haven't priced a hotel in a long time. But maybe you can get some good deals on Groupon or something like that, or Expedia, Travelocity, stuff like that. Steph says, I love South Carolina, and we got married at Myrtle Beach. That I know Myrtle Beach is I haven't been there, but I used to sell vacations. And so that's a beautiful place, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. What a great place to get married. Yeah, that's really cool. And so you've got, and then Kimmy says, my son and his wife just moved to South Carolina. It's probably, I was thinking Diane's daughter, but obviously it was you who said that. But one of her daughters lives in Tennessee, but one of them does live in Carolina, one of the Carolinas. I feel like I should grab a map and take a good look at it and see where all the states are located. Suddenly I'm like, I'm in my head. I'm like back in the day when, and you didn't even know, if you didn't travel, you didn't know, or you didn't have a triptych, Does anybody remember that? The AAA triptych? We would get they would make it for us. We'd go and sit down at their desk and they would make this thing for us, put together all these maps, and they would draw the line, a person at the desk of AAA, Automobile Club, what is the Automobile Association of America? And they would draw this like orange line, and you keep following the line. So my mom would be the co-pilot, or unless it was me later on in years, but my mom was the co-pilot, dad's driving, and you'd go follow this orange line, and then you flip the page. That was way before GPS. Yeah, you remember that? Oh, I love it. I used to love that. I like being the co-pilot. I thought that was fun. And then you could open it up, right? Because, the straight road is this way. But if you want to expand, like now you can go like this on the screen. But if you want to expand and see the close-up, Bonnie remembers too, then you would unfold it and say, oh, we have all these little streets here we could check out. Oh my goodness. Hang on a second. I've got to file my nail for a moment. When your nail has got like a chip in it or something and it's just going to like bother you. I mean, I don't have to allow it to bother me, but considering the fact that I keep 2 nail files right next to me, I can just get rid. Trixie, please, honey. Oh, Trixie, seriously. You are such a cat. You are such a cat. Earlier today, I was reading something. I was reading like a pamphlet, right? And I would open it and the page would close. And I would open it and the page would close. And then I looked to the side and I see the tail. Whoop, every time I would open it, she'd flip it right back over and close it again. Too funny. Hi, Linda. She goes, hello, sweet C. Happy to see you. Hello, everyone in the group. Hello. I love you guys. All right, let me go to... Here we are. 3 people watching on YouTube. Thank you. Oh, okay. All right. So we got Justin's mom and Aiden on YouTube. Awesome. I love you all. I appreciate you all. Feel free to like and subscribe and all that other kind of good stuff if you haven't already. What is that? Bagging up all my Etsy Blue Lotus flowers and mugwort today. Oh, something really, dude? Somebody's like, have I even ever had a conversation with him? Oh, yeah. It looks like, not really. He's just spamming me. But it's all right. It's okay. He did it really politely. Karen Riley from Australia. Excellent. Steph donated for a reading. Thank you very much, my dear. You will be first. Let me open up PayPal. Did you use PayPal or Cashapp? That's right. I forgot. I haven't pinned the link. Kimmy, you didn't remind me. Totally not your responsibility. I'm playing. But I didn't remember. So I'm remembering now. All right. So Steph is first. Awesome. I'm making my list here. This is from Kimmy. Let me see what's on here. Yeah. So I'm making my list of things from I have new insurance. It's funny, I never talk about medical insurance because it's not something I really used for a long time, and I'm perfectly fine. But I've got this new insurance, and it's really great. And so now I get like $100 a month and over-the-counter not pharmaceuticals, that sounds weird, but over-the-counter medications. But it's not necessarily medicine. So there's like, pillows, hypoallergenic pillows. I bought 3 of them already now. 2 for me, 1 for Megan. I'll probably get 1 for all of us. But Kimmy, because I was saying I don't use the medicine. And Kimmy's like, well, there's certain things you should have in the house. And she started going over a list. And she's right. I have some of them now. But like some things like cortisone cream or peroxide, alcohol, witch hazel, Advil, Oragel, Benadryl, Band-Aids, Neosporin. Yeah, those are kind of staples to have in the house. I agree. We always had them growing up, and I have most of them now, but those are good ideas. So I wrote them down. I appreciate it. All righty. So what we're going to do. All right. So the first one up, I have stuff. All right. I'm looking forward to reading for you, my dear. All righty. Karen says, hi, Kimmy, darling. Australia. What time is it in Australia? So it's tomorrow. So it's 6. Today is 666, right, guys? And it's a good thing. That's not, all that BS about like the Bible and it's evil. That's, I have a feeling all of you that are here, your vibe attracts your tribe. If you're here watching me, then you don't believe that anyway. So the match, repeating numbers. Now, what is the positive meaning of 666? I know it's an energy portal because it's 6. It's June 6th. And then 2022 equals 6. So it's 666. So it's a very powerful, energetic day. Linda says, hello, must miss them very much. They are on a new adventure in their lives. Hugs. I swear, Linda, I feel like I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what you're talking about. What missed the first thought there. And it could be because I haven't had any caffeine. Oh, why don't I make myself some tea? Oh, it is. I finally tried the Impossible Burger yesterday. It was so good. That is a good burger. I'll be right back. I'm going to make some tea and I'm going to show you something. Yeah, I had to eat mine too because okay, hold on. I'll be right there. All right, tea. And the skies are open all day. All right, what do I do with this? I know. All right. Okay. So the plan was that Aiden and I were going to record a live stream or record a video, right? And eat the Impossible Burgers together. We're not going to eat the Impossible Burgers yet together. Well, for the first time. Well, it would be his first time, but not my first time. But anyway, this is what we have now. This will be next. This is Beyond Burger. Can you get this? You probably can. Can you get this where you live, Aiden? Plant-based patties. And now I'll be honest, in some ways I like this better. We'll talk about that when we do the live though. In some ways the other one is better, but in some ways this one is better. They're just both really, really good. Oh, it's so strange. Oh. All right. Megan's perfect. Pause is perfect. Trixie's perfect. Chevy's perfect. And I've got some tea because I do believe I need this. I don't really need it, but I would like it. Yeah. It will serve me well. Okay, let's see. Can't wait to do a video with you. It's going to be so much fun. And I've mentioned it to a few people, just like in passing, and they're like, oh, that's cool. Like I know, because it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. What Aiden is brand new brand new to plant-based eating, and I'm not brand new. I'm only a few years into it, but I'm still learning and growing and discovering new things all the time. And there all these new products keep coming out. We're living in a world now where being a plant-based eater has huge variety, so I'm excited to share to hang out with Aiden on camera and eat food. What did you call it, Aiden? The vegan mukbang, the vegan mukbang. And Linda says, yes, I like Impossible Burger, better tasting to me. I like it too. It does taste more like a real burger. But there's something about Beyond Beef that I like better. It could be the fact that this doesn't bleed. I read something about there's like a GMO in Impossible Burger. I'm not going to stop eating it, but I'm just saying I read about it. There's a GMO in Impossible Burger that makes it look like it's bleeding. So it looks like it's gross to me. I love the taste of it. It's a very good, good tasting burger. If you like the taste of beef, then the closest thing to it is the Impossible Burger. There's no doubt in my mind about that. But now the Beyond Beef smells a little bit like Alpo, but it's made with pea protein, and I really like it. I like the taste of it. I just really like that. It's just my favorite one. Yeah, it is. Aiden's like, yeah, the blood looked gross. I know. And as it's frying up, like I fry it in a pan usually, because it's easy for me. So as I'm frying it up and it starts to like bleed more, I'm like, oh, for Jesus, please stop. Just stop. Karen says, your energy is so bubbly. It's great. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And let's see. Emily says, will my disability be approved on the first try? Well, hello, my dear. That's such a good question. All right. First things first. I'm reading that I'm about to do for Steph, but right now I'm hung up on Emily. So give me a second. Let me see what Spirit wants to say. And I'll be right with you, Steph. I feel like you're expecting it not to, because you're asking the question, will it be approved on the first try? So I feel like you feel strongly that it will be approved, but you also are projecting bumps in the road from here to there. So you're going to get there, but I feel like you're seeing like it's going to take more than once. Now, does it have to take more than once? It doesn't have to. Might it? Yeah. But I would check your thoughts, and I would invite you to visualize getting a letter and opening it up and being like, oh my God, it's there. There it is. I'm so happy. Or you know what I mean? Whatever that looks like for you. Aiden says, how much for one question? That's a great question. I think 1111. Is that what I have? Which is, I'm glad you brought that up. And I will pin the link right now. I just really feel drawn to respond to Emily specifically. So I hope that helps you. It's not a direct answer, but Spirit doesn't often give, I shouldn't say that. That's kind of limiting. Spirit often gives broader perspective answers. That's what I do. Anyway, Karen says, my phone keeps freezing from time to time. Must be the energy on here. Oh, okay, thank you. You are so welcome, my dear. You are so welcome. And I wish you the very best. Okay, so I'm going to pin the link right now. Finger pointing. It's definitely become easier to be plant-based. Oh yeah, definitely. It really has. And I mean, it was just a few years ago, when I was diagnosed with the stage 4 lymphoma, and then I stopped eating meat, and I started looking for, anyway. So like, that's when I really started looking for plant-based foods or vegan or vegetarian, or, because I don't really like cheese anymore. And I'm not saying I don't like pizza, because I totally love pizza still, but for the most part, I prefer vegan cheese or even no cheese, which is so weird because I used to love cheese. The more you evolve, things are not going to sit well with you anymore. I ate fried chicken with my friend recently, actually. We both wanted to, and we did it. And I felt great when I was doing it, but it took my body 3 days 3 days to recover. I mean, I felt low energy. My digestion didn't feel right. I felt sluggish. I felt anxiety because, whatever. So, I can, for myself, I recognize, because I'm extremely sensitive and I'm very clairsentient. And so I'm very mindful about what I put in my body. Is it always perfect? No, but I make better. It's one choice at a time, guys. That's what I recommend. Just one choice at a time, whether it's one meal, one snack, just one moment of saying, oh, wait, before I start shoving things, I know not everybody does this, but I used to do this. Before I start like shoving things in my mouth, without thinking about it, just like stress eating or emotional eating. Wait. I'm making a choice to pay attention. Okay, here I am. And now I'm aware that I'm eating this chip or this pretzel or this celery stick, whatever it is. I'm aware that I'm eating it. And that in itself is a decision. Just deciding to be mindful and present with your food. Oof, that's good. That's a good one. All right, Steph, here we go. All right, let me just put you up on the screen. And Steph said, that's how I feel about sugar. I've cut sugar out of my diet and I feel so much better. That's a big one. That's a huge one. Yeah, I remember when I stopped. And when I say stop, like I told you before, a million times before, if I felt like having it, I would have it today. But I don't buy sugar. I don't drink soda anymore, except the day that we had the fried chicken. I think I had lemonade, which probably had high fructose corn syrup, all the stuff that I don't eat. But I get it, because sugar, oh my God, that right there is so highly addicting. Processed white sugar is extremely addicting, physically addicting. It makes you feel sick. I shouldn't say it that way because it may not make everybody feel that way, but it's a contributing cause to a lot of physical, illnesses and stuff. And our bodies are not created to processed, foods like that, sugar. But you know what though? What's interesting, you'll notice now on packaging that it'll say like real sugar. And all of a sudden you're like, oh, thank God. Because high fructose corn syrup is so toxic to us that in the contrast, the sugar suddenly looks good again. So if I do invite you to eat, like, if you're going to have some sugar, try organic, cane sugar, stuff like that. But the more the less you eat, the less you're ever going to want. Once you get it out of your system, you're not going to be craving sugar. I just think did you find that, Steph, yourself? Aiden donated? Oh my God, Aiden, thank you very much. All right. So I will start doing readings right now, because I love all you guys so much. And you're paying for my groceries. All right. So we've got Steph, we've got a full, and we have Aiden, a question. Thank you, my dear. And wait, just let me post the thingy that I said I'm going to post. I use raw sugar. Yeah. See, I like that. I don't keep it in the house because I just got so used to decades of not eating sugar. So I started eating healthier years ago, but I was still eating meat and stuff because I lost 70 pounds when I was 35 years old. So that's when I first took a look at myself and was like, what are you eating? Let's not do that anymore. Let's do this. And we'll work out and we'll eat this. And then we won't eat bread. And we let go of, we stop eating salt and sugar and all those things. But I prefer honey. I do like honey. How do you donate? I'm going to post the link right now. And you can donate using that link. I will make it easy for you guys as soon as here I am. And it's 25 for a full reading, 33 for remote healing, energy clearing, and psychic reading for you and your animal companion. Okay, why not? Or it doesn't have to be if you don't want to do for your animal. I didn't change that. It wasn't my intention to leave that there today, but that's all right. Everything is meant to be. You know what I mean? So if you want a healing and a reading, it's $33. And if you have an animal companion, then they'll get healing too. Or just a full reading is $25, or one question is $11.11. Let me put this in the comments. Because if I don't do it, then I'll be like, why didn't I do that? And then you won't be able to find me. And all right, hold on. I definitely need to sip of the tea. I have to get more tea too. Ooh, full life psychic reading. No, and the one thing I do have to do is get Trixie. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. You know what's while I'm hang on, I'm gonna stop talking just so I can get my pay. Trixie, don't, please. I love you, but please don't do that right now. Got my PayPal. All right, good. We're getting there. We're almost there, guys. Where's my assistant? All right. Did I do this or what? Oh, fudgicles. All right. All right. Let me do this again. I think that's like light language of me being frustrated, but so it's not like from spirit. It's just getting it off my chest here. Okay. See when you cut and paste. Okay, it's okay. Don't just calm down. See, just do your thing. Replace this one with this one. Voila! Ha 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 ha. Excellent. Got it. I gotcha. Yeah. All right. Let me do this. And then I'll pin it. All right. So, in answer to your question, right here in the link, you can donate fudgesicles. Exactly. Did I say that? I do say that sometimes. Fudgesicles. Hello from Adelaide, South Australia. Hello. Super duper. Steph is up. And then Aiden. PayPal. The link is in the description, I think. Yes, it is. Justin's mom. Yes. So the link is now in the description, but it's also pinned in the comments on Facebook. And because you're on YouTube, let me make sure that you have the link. So if you're drawn to donate, you can use PayPal or Cashapp. And if you prefer Cashapp, it's $cmeaganmichael. And Aiden, would you be so kind as to type it in there, please? Thank you so much. All right, guys, ready to rock and roll? Because it sounds like Jar Rus from Star Wars. And I think I just butchered that name when I pronounced it, but I think I'm several movies ago, like, help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, help me. Or Chewbacca. Okay. I feel good. We're here together. I missed you guys. I did. Yeah. There was some contrast last week. And at the time I thought maybe I want to talk about this. But you know what? I didn't. I had to process it. And thank you very much. It's actually dollar on Cashapp. It's $cmeaganmichael. I'll type it in. But thank you very much, Aiden. And on YouTube, it's on PayPal. It's highvibrationalmastery@gmail.com. But yes, also cmeaganmichael. And Cashapp is this. See. Megan. Hi, Jeannie Brown. Great to see you. Gosh, it's been a long time. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Anyway, so I kept listening to Abraham. I was drawn to listen to Abraham, and like just whatever I was going through for a couple of days, I just had to go through it. And I don't think I want to talk about it, because if I talk about it, like Abraham was talking about today, because I was listening to it, and they were saying that, if you bring something up that you don't want, then other people, you can't stop other people from having an opinion about it or feelings about it. So if you bring this up and everybody's like, oh my God, that's so terrible. Well, then you've got all that energy going in that direction. So that's where I am about that. But it was something that everything's okay, but it was something that was really scary and it could have been horrible. And horrible is a judgment call, but it shook the foundations of my feeling safe in my sacred space, which is my home. And so that was a little that took me a couple of days. All right. And that's okay. It's totally okay. Yep. Oh, I forgot to tell you guys. I watched we have blue jays that live outside, right? I think I told you that I've been leaving bird seed and peanuts out for the blue jays, just like when I feed my squirrel friends. But there's a little one, I call him Fledgy. He's a fledgling. He's a baby blue jay, but he's old enough to eat his own food, but he's still a baby, right? He's still young. So he is so amazing. He will stand out there on my balcony railing and scream like, hey, and suddenly I'll be like, oh my God, Fledgy. I think I called him Tweety today. Tweety, is that you? Fledgy, is that you? And I run to the window and he's looking right at me. He's like, where are the seeds? Got any seeds? Got any peanuts? I'm like, okay, I'll be right there. He's like, all right. And then he flies into the tree. And then I go outside and I set him up with peanuts and nuts and I give all the squirrels nuts and everything. And then I come back inside and, sometimes I get to see the meat. But I want to get him on camera screaming at me to bring him food, please. I have to show you that. I was like, I'm like, oh my God, I'll be right there. Hold on. Don't starve or anything. You're very welcome, my dear. You're very welcome. All right. And thank you again, Aiden. And thank you, everybody. And first up is Steph. Steph Super Duper. Okay. Let's quiet our minds for just a moment. Un momento. Do you have a big dog, Steph? I see you like running and playing like a big golden retriever, something fluffy and large. Let me know if that resonates, either now or. Hi, Heather. I'm so glad you're here. I just donated. Thank you very much. Okay, so I've got Steph and then Aiden, and then we've got Justin's mom. Thank you. Sangeeta. Oh, I was right. See, I knew I remembered the name. It popped into my mind just from spirit, like instantly. As soon as I just found like Sangeeta. And then my human mind started questioning, well, what if that's not right? It's been a long time since you talked to her, And so, but isn't that interesting? Thank you. All right, let's turn up the music. It's just a perfect example of always trust your first instinct. All right. We're jamming here, guys. We're jamming. All right. Steph and Nora. So, whoops, hang on. Because I feed the squirrels in my yard. They have a preference for cashew nuts. Cashew nuts. I love that. I feed these guys unsalted, roasted peanuts because I read that's good for them, or better for them. Although maybe even cashew is better. I don't even know. But anyway, they really enjoy them, and I really love watching them like grab the peanut, because sometimes some of them are like triples. And today a young squirrel got this big triple peanut. He was like, oh, I was so excited, and he's trying to turn it around and turn it around and try to figure out how he's going to get it in his mouth, because he needs to go back up the tree and eat it. But he's got to hold it in his mouth first. It was so big. Sometimes they'll nibble off the top part of the peanut so they can get their teeth in there and hang on to it. I know that sounds crazy, but I've seen it before. And then they run up there. They're just so smart. They're just so amazing. I love my squirrel friends. And I love my blue jay friends. And I have my blackbird friends. I have all kinds of friends that live out in the wild. They're living in their home. We're neighbors. Those are my closest neighbors. How could I live my whole life without feeling this way. I don't know. But, you know, first card step is take a break. Take a break, it says. Life's work for the season, get off the treadmill. I'm going to pull a few cards for you, and then we're going to voices going in and out. Is it? Let me make sure we're plugged in. How about now? Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I may have to get a sound card or something. I have to figure out what's going on. Can you hear me now? Because if not, I can always pick up my cell phone and yes. Okay. Thank you. All right. All right. Cool beans. Okay, so Steph, I did better. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Thank you. Yeah, definitely let me know because, yeah, for sure. Because where there's a will, there's a way. I will make sure you have your reading. Yes, I like that, Heather. Yes. Cooperation. Okay, so better together. Trixie, you can't do this now. You're going to have to either get down or I'm going to put you in the other room. All right? Because, please. She's like, I'm your familiar. What do you mean you're going to put me in the other room? I've got to be here. You're doing readings. Well, then could you just lay down? Please? Just lay your tushy down on the right there. Down. Never tell a cat to lay down. All right. I'll give her one last chance. I love you too, honey. She just gave me a kiss. Schmoozer. Balance. Okay. So Steph and Nora. All right. So Spirit does show me you like playing outside, playfully having fun with a large fluffy dog. And if you can relate to that, if that makes sense in your now reality, let me know, or in your past. But I do see that. I also see you by the ocean. I see you by the ocean on the beach. I see like there's a stick, like throwing a stick. All right, that's interesting. So now they're bringing me into like a business, your business. Like it's a metaphysically based business. There's some healing involved. This is what they're talking about. They're talking about your business right now. And they're saying it's a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. They're showing me that they're saying it's time to take a step back and to gain a new perspective, to be able to see your vision, because you have a vision for what you do, but to have this vision from broader perspective. So to take a step back away from being in it. So they're saying to use a source perspective view. Use a source perspective view, and they're saying to reboot. They're saying like what I just did with my microphone, to unplug and replug yourself back in. That's what they're saying. Oh gosh, thank you very much, Linda. Okay, one moment. Okay, and that's for Nika. Okay. I might have to cut this off. I mean, I don't mean cut it off, but I mean, I think maybe one more after Linda, and that's probably what I have energy for tonight. But I'm really excited. all of you so much. So this is, I feel there's more to your business is expanding, Steph. Like cooperation, balance. Okay, so what Spirit is saying is to unplug, right? So reboot your system. So unplug yourself, take a broader perspective view. An overview, they're saying, an overview, like their oversoul looking at an overview of all that you've created, all that you are creating, and all that you want to create. See what fits. There's certain things that are, I see, like they're showing me how do I explain this? It's certain areas of the vision are shaded, and what that means is that there are certain things that no longer resonate with who you are in this now reality. They may be things that you're still doing, and you're feeling kind of like questionable about that. Your vibration is wobbling, but still that's what you're doing, and you're used to doing that, and you've kind of branded yourself with certain things. But they're just asking you to just take a step back, unplug, and then take an objective overview, what's working and what's not. And if something is not, and I mean, energetically, like if I look at a certain part of my, my business and I'm like, it just doesn't feel right to me, or however you perceive, you'll be like, well, maybe that's not for me right now. So maybe put that aside, because they're showing me, they're saying, tighten it up, pull out what doesn't. Okay, that's interesting. They're saying, pull out what no longer works. And that's going to create a more cohesive unit for yourself. It's also about cooperation. So I do feel that you're going to be working more with others. They say you play well with others. Working with others, but I also feel like you have a team behind you. I said you're working up to that. Do you have others that work with you now? Work with you, work for you. You know what I'm saying, terminologies. But that work with you in your business, because I am feeling that this is something that they're saying better together. This is a time of cooperation. This is a time in our Earth's history that we're really being called to connect with each other. This is a big thing right here. That we've lived through, they're saying, eons of times of separation, and we are now in a time of, they're saying, coagulation. Okay, where we're gelling, they're inviting us, they're encouraging us to form a cohesive unit, to form a band together, to work together, not separate. It isn't her or me or him or my. You know what I mean? There isn't this. Well, okay. What there is infinite abundance. What there is infinite abundance, and there's always enough for everybody. And that the more you work well with it and then play nice with others, the more you're going to benefit yourself and the other person too. It's really a time that's important. Another reason it's important to connect with other people at this time, and this is more of on a global level, because things that we're used to seeing in the world, systems that have been in place for decades or hundreds of years, generations, whatever, are they're saying coming to a halt, stalling. Things are changing. And so what do we have that we can really connect with? Ourselves. And when you have your own connection with your own inner being, with your own source energy, that's like the strongest thing. But we are not all individuals. The illusion of separation is a real illusion, but it's still an illusion. We really are all connected. So when we join our energy together to create together, or just to meditate together, or to have friendships, to form friendships, to create. I mean, I haven't done it yet, but Spirit's been on me for a while now to just have like a group that we just meet and talk in my group on Facebook, and everybody on YouTube's welcome to be there too, just to sit and chat. And I do feel like I personally feel like it's supposed to have some more meaning to it. And so I haven't been clear about it, but Spirit's letting us know that just to hang out with each other, just to hang out and form friendships, build bonds, because this is important. And again, this is for Steph, but this is also for the collective. That's an important part of the message. Now, Steph, again, specifically for you, balance, my dear, because I do feel like sometimes you have a tendency to relax a lot or to work a lot. Although I do feel that you have, they're kind of like a Bahama mama, like an energy, like just I want to just chill, like I feel good. I feel good. I feel like you're like laying in the sun. I see you in a hammock on the beach. In between two palm trees. So you do have that beautiful, casual, laid back energy. They want you just to remember to balance, just the same way that you're balancing with your food, where, you're eliminating sugar, or you're doing this and that, making those small choices or big choices, because small choices really are big choices when they're all working for us. Why do my eyes look like they're red? Anyway, I don't know. I'm not wearing any makeup, which that could do it too. All right. Last but not least, they want me to pull a card for you here. Remember to balance yourself. Oh, I love this. It's this one, the curiosity card, worth the risk. They're saying to be curious. It's easy to get set in old patterns and do things that you've been doing because it's already created. It's a habit now. And maybe I like it, maybe I don't like it, but I've been doing it for a long time. Well, you know what? You're already reevaluating that. Now be curious. What's next? Just open that up to spirit. What's next? All right, team, I'm ready. What's next? What's next? Or another term that I really like that I got from Michael Sadler of Inspire Nation on YouTube. What does he say? How does it get any better than this? I love that. It's very, very positive, open-ended saying for spirit, So that's definitely, they're saying it's worth the risk to be curious. So I feel like you're going to be trying some new things, working with other people, and rebooting. I'm just doing a capsule synopsis here. And yeah, cool. So thank you very much for allowing me to read for you today, Steph. I hope that resonated with you. And Linda says, sign me up for chit chat for sure. Yeah, I know. You're like top on my list when I think of that too. It's true. Hello, Austin. Welcome. That is Ram Dass, right? The image in your profile picture. I believe that's Ram Dass. And I am doing readings. I've got 4 on my list. I have time for, I can take one more. So if you look in the comments, the links are pinned in the comments. And how are we doing with the audio, guys? Is the audio still good? Abuelita says, sign me up for chat too. I sure need one. I feel that. Yes, it is the great Ram Dass. I watched a lot of interesting stuff about him. Yeah, pretty amazing. From the beginning where he was a scientist to when he was a spiritual leader. I think that's quite amazing. Audio's good. Awesome. Fantastic audio. Oh, darling, I love that. It's my blue snowball. It's a great microphone. All right. You want to hear something about perspective? For several years, I had bought this because I loved it and it was fat. But then, I don't know, I had some low vibrations about it. And so I stopped using it. And it's been sitting there, like waiting for me. It's an amazing microphone. Really happy I have it. And now I'm just so positive about it. And you know what? It's okay. Guys, it's okay. If you feel negatively about something, it's okay. If you don't like something, even though you think you should like it, it's okay not to like it. It's okay. Just don't focus on not liking it. Focus on something else. It's really amazing how we can break old patterns by simply redirecting our energy and focusing on that. And that feels good to me. Oh, I like that too. And then eventually you may wind up back at that story and it's a whole different story, because you can't force yourself. Kimmy says it's okay. Wow, it's either good, fantastic, or okay. Now I feel like in Rocky Horror, where Columbia goes, it's okay. And if you haven't seen Rocky Horror, you don't know what I just talked about. All right, Aiden has a question. Okay, Aiden. What is your question, Aiden? Do you have a specific question? I might have to go change this sweatshirt. I love this sweatshirt. I think it's so cute. And I thought the rainbow is a nice day for the rainbow and everything, but it's a little warm. Oh, pause. You're a good boy. Good stuff. All right. Oh, you did? Okay, hold on. Gotta go back here. One moment. Un momento, por favor. All right. Let me see. Let me see. It says, aha. Oh, okay. Let me see. I think I'm traveling this week. Do you want me to read it out loud? I don't know. All right, let me know if I can read it out loud. Right now, I'm going to read it to myself, but I can copy. Oh, so I guess I can read it out loud. Okay, here it is. Aiden says, I was thinking about traveling next week since my parents will be out of town and my brother is at camp. I have two options: stay at home and enjoy the quiet house. That's a good option too. Of course, I'm 57 and saying that you're 19. So, but that's still, I don't know, that's still a good option. Or travel somewhere. I have a lot of friends to have some fun. Another great option. I've been stuck on this for a while now. Should I stay or should I go? And if going, I still don't know where to go. Okay, great question, Aiden. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. Definitely good stuff. Definitely good stuff. All right, here we go. That's amazing. I literally split the cards because I just did, because Spirit inspired me to do it. I split the cards in half and I put them down, and this is what I'm looking at. So this is your card right here, which is interesting because it's the same card from the last reading. There it is again. Now for Aiden, it's take a break. Oh, they're definitely talking about vacation. Let's see. Not at work. It's a life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Definitely about having fun. This is definitely about you having fun. You had a lot of pressure in college, pressure that you put upon yourself. And you've stepped away and given yourself some space. And now you have an opportunity to breathe some fresh air and to be you, to be not just Aiden the son or Aiden the brother, but to be Aiden. Who am I? Who is Aiden? In this life, who am I? And so I feel like this is an excellent time, Aiden, for you to travel. I do. Or you can stay at home and have friends there too. But I'm feeling like this for you, this is a travel card. That's, in fact, let me pull out the other deck. I'm feeling moving on up to the east side, to a deluxe apartment in the sky. I'm drawn to pull my travel cards out. It's called the Sacred Traveler. Oh, I ordered a new deck of cards. I saw it advertised on Facebook. And I thought, I recognize the voice of Melanie Beckler. I don't follow her regularly on YouTube, but I like her work. I love her energy, beautiful energy. And I like the cards. I was just drawn to them immediately. They're black and white, where you can color them in if you want to. I don't know that I'll be doing that. But I'm feeling excited to work with you with the new cards. So when they get here, you'll be the first one to know. I didn't even tell Kimmy about that yet. I like to surprise Kimmy too, because sometimes I tell her everything, but other times I like to surprise Kimmy because she has got great like responses when she's surprised about something good. That's cool. All right, the card, Pak the card, Mark. The cards I'm getting for you. You are a wise leader. Okay, wise leader. You are a beacon for others. Well, we know that, but here we go. And then fogged in. Now that's interesting. Okay, go slow, take time. All right, so what are you saying, Spirit? Okay, so they want you to, they're inviting you to take a break, to take your vacation. They're drawing me to the boat in this one. So you're on your journeys, you're traveling. Okay, so what feels clear when you visualize, like you mentioned, Florida, California? See, check in with yourself. Do you see yourself driving to California, being in California, spending time, having fun, sipping a coconut? I don't know. Or do you see yourself driving to Florida? And actually, California seeming kind of more close to. It's interesting because I'm feeling that these younger people, I know there's young people here too, but right now Spirit showed me there's younger people in California than here in Florida. Not that I wouldn't love to see you and hang out for the day. That would be really cool too if you came to visit. I'm just saying. But I'm feeling they want you to feel into it. They want you to feel, instead of just throwing out the destinations saying, all right, well, there's California, like A, B, and C, right? Well, that's another way you could do it too. But they really want you to tune in, to use your intuition. So let's see, how do I feel about California? Do I feel like I want to go there? Does it feel like fun? When I think about Florida, how do I feel about Florida? But make sure that you're spacing it out. You know, that you've cleared your energy from California before you focus on Florida. And don't think about it. Just relax into it. You might even write. Okay, they're showing me like a pad, right? Like a notepad. They are really encouraging you to develop your intuition even more. It's they're saying highly developed from birth, but they're saying crucial to your spiritual education, that you learn to develop it further in this life. It's why you came here, and you did come here and agree upon being a thought leader as well. But in order to be what you came here to be, you need to be that first in yourself, in your own life. So here we are, and they're saying, like, for example, there's LA. I don't know why I said LA instead of California, but I'm just saying whatever is, or you didn't say Utah, but I just, whatever. For example, right? You can write them down like that. And right. And then just quiet your mind and flow with it. So maybe LA feels like sunshine, and maybe it's famous people, I'm just like, and then things that feel good to you. And then go to Florida, do the same thing. What feels good in Florida? The ocean is warm in Florida. It's warmer than it is on the other coast. Warmest in Florida, and I could visit C and do a video with her. Oh, let's see. Utah, a lot of mountains, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Chetta. Welcome. And so that is what they want you to do. They want you, that you will feel your way here. So basically your reading was a lesson on your intuition, but definitely take a vacation. And I feel like this is important because your last vacation that I'm aware of, you were camping with your parents, which is also awesome, but this will be on your own. And they want you to develop you, Aiden, the being, Aiden, the soul, Aiden, the man, and you'll still always be Aiden, the son, Aiden, the brother, Aiden, the friend, all that. But who am I? Where do I want to go? What feels good to me? Maybe just pick a direction and, and free flow a little bit. Or maybe even pick, like, just for example, let's say you do go to California. Well, maybe on your way there, it could be loosely done. So maybe you're following your intuition. You're like, I feel like getting off this exit right here and doing something. And then all of a sudden you'll see a sign or whatever. Like, it's an adventure. And Spirit's going to be traveling with you all the way. Oh God, look at this. This is amazing. They're bringing my attention to the word pilot and co-pilot. So Spirit's going to be traveling with you. Ooh, that was cool. I hope that resonates with you, my dear Aiden. I have to eat dinner right now, but I'm pausing the live stream. I'll watch the rest when I come back later. Okay. Enjoy your dinner, my dear. Okay. Kimmy says, okay, so I'm done with Aiden. He's got a lot to catch up on later, huh? Yeah. No wonder he was being so quiet. Okay, so we've got Steph, Aiden. Next is Sahita. Sahita, the beautiful Sahita. I do love that, your name, Sahita. Justin's mom. Hello. How's everybody doing? I just want to check everybody doing. Oh, good. I love you guys so much. I love it. Appreciate you. All right. So we have Justin's mom, Sahita, and then for a full reading, and then we have a pet healing for Linda's friend, Nika. Is Nika the friend or the animal, Linda? Well, I'll get to you when I'll ask you when I get there. And Austin, I would love to do a reading for you if you're drawn, but again, I'm doing. I do have time. I do have time to do at least one more reading. You know, when I'm connecting to your energies, I've got energy moving right now. But oh, that's beautiful. I wish I could show you. The sky is pink and blue. Oh, it's like the clouds look blue, and the sky is blue, and then the sun is setting in the west, and so it's pink. Beautiful. Let me quiet my mind before we do Sahita. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. Thank you, everybody, for liking and subscribing and following and being here. Just thank you for being here. Whether you're live or on the replay, thank you. I'm really glad you're here. I get to do what I love to do because you're drawn to be with me and let me do what I love to do. Honestly, it's a beautiful co-creative experience. Yep. I couldn't do what I love if not for you. And so I really am appreciative. It's interesting. I have to share this first. I did an interview yesterday for a company. I didn't sign a non-disclosure, but I'm not going to reveal the name. It's a startup company, and they're creating a brand new, really innovative way to live stream and be super creative. And oh my God, I was so excited to do that interview. And the young lady was just incredible. And I'm excited to see what they create. I like having my input in doing things like that, because I don't write code, right? But because I do these interviews, I'm like user interviews and user testing, I get to have input. Anyway, this one was specifically something I'm really interested in, obviously. And what was the point of why did I want to tell you about this? Why was I telling you about this? Hold on. I promise I'll get back to that. If spirit pops it back into my awareness, then I will finish that story. And if not, then I won't. I ordered some some stuff today. It's got cacao and turmeric and cordyceps and things that are like really good for your body and your memory as well. Because I have been, just because you're not eating meat doesn't mean you're eating really super healthy. And I haven't been eating enough healthy foods. I can tell because my energy is not what it normally would be. And I'm not a forgetful person either. So, and you know what else I could do? Same thing everybody could do. Smell rosemary, the scent of rosemary. Excellent for the memory. Rosemary oil, or I would just even smell rosemary herbs, All right. Sahita. First card I'm getting for you, my dear, is this one. Narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Okay, first of all, do you have a question? Do you have a question, my dear? And if you don't, that's totally okay too. But if you have a question, you may ask. And if not, we shall. Rolling on the river. Did a good job in the city. Whoop. All right. Friendship. Care is there. I had a feeling this is about relationships. Okay, that's what it's about. Okay, that's what I was feeling, but I wanted to, I was kind of asking like, well, but then Spirit just confirmed it. Okay, so this card is about relationships. This reading is about relationship. All right, so we've got narrow pathway. Tread thoughtfully. Care is there. They're saying just the one on top. It's the one on top. Okay. For a minute, I thought, is it going to be the same card again? And it's not. It is this card, although that's a great card too. This is the one it is. It says, your guidance is divinely guided. Akasha. From the Worker Light Oracle cards. Your guidance is divinely guided. Oh, you're so welcome. You're very welcome, Sahita. Let me see. They're saying like there's something caught in my throat. Words. They're showing me distance between you and a partner or a loved one, someone you're close to, but they're showing me like you're sitting at a very long like dining room table, and you're on opposite ends. Now, if you really have one of those really long dining room tables, like in a castle, then maybe it's very literal as well. But I'm also feeling the feeling of this. It feels like separation. It feels like we're not as close as we used to be. We don't talk anymore. The care is there. The emotions are there. So the love is there, but you're also being guided. You're being guided. I feel like now is a time to, for spirit saying true love is not about possession. It's not about possessing someone or something. And I feel like this is not just for you, Sahita, because Spirit's been bringing this message to me for a while now. But it's coming out now. So it's connecting with you. They're saying freedom, allowing yourself to be who you are, allowing others to be who they are, and just enjoying and appreciating each other in those now moments, and in building that you're actually like rebuilding or maybe building the love and the trust. Now they're saying rebuilding the love and the trust and the growth and the connection. We'll continue to thrive. They're saying we'll continue to thrive. They're saying flexibility. So sometimes in relationships, we tend to be kind of rigid, like, well, this is the way I want it to be because this is the way it makes me happy. But what if it's not that way? Are you just perpetually going to be unhappy? So they're saying flexibility is the key here, to be more flexible. Back to the first card, tread thoughtfully. Let me see. They're saying there is always hope. It's not too late. They're showing me that the dining room table is shrinking now. It's shrinking. And the two people are getting closer together. And then there's a flame. There's a beautiful candle flame right in the center. And now you're holding hands. Now you're holding hands. You're connecting on a heart level because you dropped the expectations of what a relationship could or should be or what you expected or whatever. And just being present in this now. Here you're doing these things. It's happening. It's happening. This is a beautiful feeling. Is there another card, Spirit? They're saying yes, but which deck is it coming from? Spirit animals. Okay. They're singing the song. Does anybody remember I didn't even watch that show, but I watched it enough to remember. I remember the theme song. It's a song, Love and Marriage. Who sang that? Was it Sinatra? I think it was a theme song for Married with Children. Love and marriage, that something like that. I'm feeling that. Will I win my case against my landlord? I fell through my patio concrete steps. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Well, let's take a look. They're showing me a contract They're showing me a handshake. They're saying litigation. I almost feel like the contract is like a non-disclosure. I mean, it's an agreement, but I also feel like part of it is that you don't talk about it. Because it doesn't serve them. I feel very positive about the outcome being in your favor. Yeah. They're saying the numbers may not be what you expect. What they're all what they're where they're going right now is they're reminding you to and listen, I that's a traumatic thing and all that other good stuff. She's saying no. No to what? No that you don't remember the song, or no that to something else. I wish it was real time, the comments, but because they come in, oh yeah, that's what it was, Kim. Yeah. Thank you. Oh, like a horse and carriage. That's right. Yeah, that's it. I tell you, brother, you can't have one without the other. Okay. Okay. Last card I have for you. So he does this one. Bobcat Spirit. Life is a mystery. I'm not in a relationship. I'm a single mom. Okay. Hang on a second. Let me just remove. That's interesting. So let me go back and ask and get some clarification. Interestingly, I don't see the person that's spamming. Oh, I do now. Report. So who is she sitting at the table with, Spirit? He said you're not going to be a single mom forever. That's interesting. Okay, from that perspective. Okay, so there is, interesting, they're saying slow and steady wins the race. Turtle Spirit, number 62. They're saying we're jumping ahead, but you'll understand why later. All right. So there is a relationship in your future if you allow it in. If you allow it in. A lot of times we want something and we hold it at bay. We keep it at arm's length, at a distance, because we don't want what we had. But and I do, and I feel like well, I'm just telling you what Spirit's telling me. I can't even explain it anymore. Any better than that. They're showing you what they're showing you. But again, with about your lawsuit specifically. they're actually saying don't ask, don't tell. So I do feel a part of that agreement is a non-disclosure so that you don't talk about it. But I do feel like you're going to get a payment at the end of that. So, and I'm excited for your future relationship. That's good. I just have to leave that with you. Yeah, because it'll all make sense. I mean, the vision is so vivid. Interesting. I'm just kidding. Okay, there it is. Thank you very much for allowing me to read for you today. And I hope that she goes, twisted my right ankle, leaving me in a boot. I understand. Well, that's, I understand. Oh, that's what they wanted to say, is to focus on your healing. You're still going to allow yourself to win the lawsuit. In fact, even more so by not focusing on the trauma in order to heal yourself. I've been through lawsuits, and it's a lot of focusing on what you don't want, to get what you do want. But they're really inviting you to, yeah. Oh no, to remember the song. Okay, yeah, it was not a show that I actually liked at all, but it is a song, and that's so. Yeah, you're not going to be single forever, my friend. All right. Hope that resonates with you, and I'm very sorry that you're not feeling well. And if you ever want to book a healing session with me, I'd be happy to do that. I do really, I feel called to tell you something obvious, to put ice on it, and to take care of yourself. The lawsuit will take care of itself. You take care of you. You take care of you, You've got this. You've got this. Also, when something happens, when we manifest something physically, it's a message for us to slow down. So for you, it was your foot. It feels like stability. It feels like slow down. You actually had two cards. Both of them were like tread thoughtfully, and the other one was also kind of like a slow down kind of. So I feel like that's really where the message is too, because maybe the man who I have prayed for is coming into my life. There you go. Just allow him. Allow him. Allow for differences. Embrace. Allow for sameness. Embrace differences as well. Just, yeah, that's really what I'm feeling. He doesn't have to fit into a mold. You don't have to fit into a mold. You do you. He does himself, and then you're able to enjoy your times together. They keep showing me the flexibility card. It would be very interesting to see how this unfolds, but it's totally your business. But if you ever want to share anything, let me know. So thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Next up is the pet healing for, okay, so this is done. Linda donated for this. Now, Linda, are you still here, my dear? This is for Nika. Now, is Nika your friend or the animal? If you could give me a little bit of, here we go. This is it. Sent part payment from other part. Oh, that's right. Because you already paid $25. Yes, you certainly did, girlfriend. Oh, I would have done it anyway. Okay, well, anyway, I'm glad you remembered. I think I told you to remember. That was perfect. You're awesome. All right, so let's see. Nika is one of my sweet fur babies, a Malibu. Why did I think you said a friend? I'm losing my mind here? No, I'm definitely not losing my mind. But anyway, good. Not good that it's one of yours, but okay. So Nika is one of my sweet fur babies, a multi-poo. All right. Trixie, I'm going to need you to get down, babe, because I'm going to smudge. Okay? All right, she's looking at me like, what are you talking about? I'm going to smudge, and you don't like when I burn sage, baby girl. I love you too. Thank you. I love her so much. Oh my God. She goes, I'm loving your reading. Oh, thank you. I'm honored. I am honored. Thank you. I love doing this, and I love being able to do this because you guys want me to do this, and it's like supporting a really good habit. get to hang out and talk to spirit and talk to your guides and help people. I get to help people. How am I helping people? I am being myself. Honestly, that's like every time I think there's some big picture, and I still feel like there is. I still feel like my ego, I don't know, I want to believe that there's something more that I'm supposed to do, because we never get it wrong and we never get it done, as Abraham says. But I also have been told many times that a part of just who I am is a healer. I'm innately a healer. And so my energy is healing and connecting with you guys in this beautiful energy that I intentionally create and hold when I'm here, bringing some clarity. Yes, definitely bringing clarity and love, unconditional love, letting you know that you are loved, that I love you, not because of anything you did or didn't do or nothing. You know what I mean? It's just because you are you. Spirit loves you. Source loves you. Your inner being loves you unconditionally. The most important thing is that if we love ourselves unconditionally. I noticed something today. So I was taking a shower and I was putting on a pair of pants, but they're stretchy pants and they're very comfortable. So I really like them. But I noticed, but they're very big. I wouldn't wear them out now because they're just too big on me. And I looked at the size, and I think they're like a size 16 petite. Now, when I bought these pants, I did not feel like a large woman. Now I have to back up just a little bit and let you know that I was really fixated on weight for a big portion of my life. It was a big thing in my family. You didn't want to be the FAT word. I mean, oh my God, and it was really a thing. There was a lot of prejudice in my family. Jason, cracking. What in the world? Hi, Chevy. You okay? Everybody all right? Paws woke right up. He's like, I'll play with you. Okay, I love you too. You don't like the story? I don't even remember what I was talking about. No idea. He just startled it out of me. What was it? I love you too, baby. I love you too. Let me go give him a treat. I'll be right back because he's shouting quite loudly and I'm a little concerned. You look well. Come here, son. Come in the other room right now. Come on. I've got a special treat. I'll be right there. Come on. All right. Yay! I got your favorite. You love these. Yes, you do. Where are you going? Are you going to eat your... Where are you going? You want to scratch my chair? Why don't you eat some treats instead? Maybe don't do that. How about not eating? Come on, baby. There you go. Oh, don't eat his treats. You're a big boy. Oh, you need more food. All right, hold on. I got you. I see what you want. You want dinner served. All right, buddy. All right. Thank you for being such an excellent communicator. Thank you. Okay. All right. Everybody okay now? Okay. There you go. You're so smart. He's such a smart cat. He needed more cat food. He had some. I mean, they certainly weren't starving, but it was time for me to refill their bowl and to overflowing. And oh my, okay, excellent. Sayida says, I will keep you posted. Oh, the pants. So I realized that when I was younger, that size, I remember it put me in, I was suicidally depressed when I was that size, but I haven't even really noticed. I mean, I noticed my clothes get a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, whatever, it helps that I don't wear tight jeans anymore, because I just mean that it's not so obvious. I don't even know. I'm just comfortable in my body. For the first time in my life, these last several years, since I healed myself from cancer and all that, I'm comfortable in my body. I'm just so happy that I've got a healthy body and I'm so grateful for this body, all the parts of it. And often I'll go through the whole thing. I love my healthy ears. I love my healthy boobs. I love my healthy belly. I love my healthy knees. I'm just telling you. I really recommend that, by the way. I love my healthy. Oh, good. Did you like it? Oh, you're so welcome, Aiden. I'm so glad you liked it. Yeah, it was a good one. It was. So I really feel like that's so important, that we can love ourselves and that we can inspire just by loving ourselves, being comfortable in our own skin, other people get inspired. They don't have to, maybe they get offended, but a lot of people will be inspired by you, just because you're comfortable being you. You know what I mean? You're not like, yeah. Instead of like sharing neuroses and discussing problems and stuff like that. I mean, there's, all things are valid, right? There's no judgment from spirit, but I know the more that I do what I do, the more that a life that I'm experiencing, the more that my journey is unfolding, that I'm here to be myself. I am here to be with you, to be friends with you. In fact, that's one of the things, that's what I was going to say earlier with the interview yesterday. She said, how do you engage with your audience? I said, they're my friends. They're not just my audience. These are my friends. We hang out. She goes, oh, that's nice. I'm like, no, because she was lovely woman. I don't mean to, but I don't think she understood, because unless you're doing this, you really may not be able to really fully understand that we really are friends. I said, some of them I'm friends with like in person, and some of them were like besties from other parts of the world. And, but we're friends, and I really love you guys. And that's so thank you, Spirit, for tying in all three stories that all got scattered. But that was the whole foundation to all of them. I've been trying to tell you I love you. And I appreciate you. And I love me, and I appreciate me. Because if I didn't love myself, I couldn't love you. If I don't know how to love unconditionally, then myself, then how can I love somebody else that way? You know what I'm saying? Okay. Your fur baby looks like my baby Curtis. Oh, okay. Awesome. And it says, your body holds your beautiful light. It's very important to honor that which carries our lights, to honor our bodies inside as well as outside. I completely agree. I did not always see my body that way, but a lot of, but I love being who I am now, and I'm still a work in progress, but I just thought that was just so surprising to me to see the number. And I thought, I don't care. I don't have a scale. It doesn't matter. If I go to the gym, then or go to Publix once, like a couple of times a year, I'll step on a scale. If I think I lost weight and I feel like I'm looking good and I feel like getting on the scale, I don't do it if I don't feel particularly good that day. I'm not trying to get any bad feedback or feedback that I don't want to see. It doesn't even bother me. I don't even think about it. I didn't even think about it. Okay. I'm looking for my lighter. I need to grab my lighter. I'll be right back. Because Rico doesn't be smudging. Sometimes just showing up and being yourself is like the greatest gift that you can give somebody else. Sometimes just listening. And I think I would have to say I talk more than I listen, but I have learned to be an intentional listener. And Penny said, do you want to borrow my lighter? Yes, please. Yes, please. But I think that's really important, to communicate and to listen. That's something that I've been like asking Spirit. I'm like, I know people want to like get something up. Do you need more food? No, you don't. You're making that up. I just gave you a big bowl of it. I'm about to smudge. You don't want to smell this, do you? Nothing personal, buddy, but can't we play later? I'm busy. I'm on. Oh my God, I was almost, my mother would say, I'm on the line. I'm online. Smart kitties. You bet. I'll send you healing too, buddy. Okay. Is that what you want? He loves healing. That's probably why he's okay. Okay. All right. We've got healing coming for Nika, your multi-poo. I might have to get my cat out of the room. I think he's just playing with paws, but it's a little distracting for mommy. Boys, can you be quiet, please? Okay. All right. Well, I told you don't like smudging. You didn't believe me. Okay. Oh, I understand. Hello, Rebecca. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. All right. Cool. South Australia. Australia is a place I've always wanted to go. I'm looking for your comment, Linda. I want to bring it up on the screen and leave it there. That's what I do. Doing energy clearing over her body. Is she white? She's white, like some white fur on her belly. Sending you healing to them. Your higher self. You and it's focusing on Nika, but it's also it's affecting everyone. Worry, concern for her well-being. Clear. It's cradling really heavy. Right in your loving heart chakra energy. All spirit channeling, flowing source energy for you. You may feel very warm here or have some sensation. You may both feel relaxed. The heart receives healing, pouring over loved ones. Just send them love and light. Okay, it is done. So let me know how you're feeling, how Nika's doing. Thank you. That would be a pleasure. I'm sure we're going to have some kind of a workshop or retreat, something like that. I don't know when, but I feel it's happening. All right, I'm trading in my tea for my water. Now, Linda, would you? She goes, beautiful. See, felt that. Thank you so much. You are so welcome. You are so very welcome, my dear. Do you have any questions or anything as well? Because you actually just paid for a reading and a healing. And I'm so glad that you like that. That was, I felt it. I mean, I just thought that's the first time they've ever done that for me, where they healed the mother and the furry child. Yeah, that was spirit. I let them do whatever they're going to do. I have complete trust in spirit and my guides, so that's how I can go into trance so quickly. Most of my healing is trance healing. That's how I heal. Some Reiki, definitely energy clearing involved in my own thing that I have brought through for many lifetimes. Not necessarily a name for it in this life for exactly what I do, but I do what I do. That can be a challenge sometimes for people that do what we do and who are awakening to our gifts, and is figuring out, well, do I use a label? How do I explain to people what it is that I offer? How do I tell people what I do? And then my human mind has a hard time with that one. And spirit just keeps telling me, just keep showing up. Just do what I do, and what I do continues to grow. Like Kimmy and I do the same thing when we're live together. Like we just do things that are inspired in that moment. That's what I do. And he says, I definitely needed it too. Again, my appreciation for you and your angel team. We love you so much, Linda. Thank you, and you're welcome. And Lee says I should probably put on glasses again, so I'm not doing this. Woo, I can see. Hello from Sydney. First time viewer here. Hello. I'd love some guidance if drawn, please. All right, let me check and see what we're doing here. Let me see if we have any more readings, because I do the readings for donation. And I'm glad that you're here for the first time. I love that you're here from Australia. Oh, cool. I just love all of you. I appreciate you. Let me just see if there's any. Okay, so the last donation came in from Linda. Okay. All right, let's see. Timing is everything. I'm going to pull a card for you, Leanne. Yep. Really? It's this card. I thought it was in this hand. They're saying it's this card for you right now. Let me put these back. I'll just put them down. How's that? Okay. She says, thank you. You're very welcome. All righty. If I can. 22 on 666. So this is 22, which is in a master number. Dragonfly spirit. Truth transcends illusion. I feel that, Leanne, you're going through a beautiful awakening right now. Let me see if I want to phrase that. They're also calling it a rude awakening. They're saying sometimes it can feel rather shocking as your beliefs about the true nature of reality shift and change and evolve. It can be startling, but you're okay. You're okay. Your team is with you. When we're here on this earth, we are not alone. We don't come here alone. We don't die alone. We are always, she says, yes, definitely a rude awakening. That's, it's funny because when spirit says things sometimes that I'm like, do you want to say that? They said, that's exactly what we're trying to say. That's what they said, a rude awakening. we come here with a team. We come here as part of a team. So who are we? We're this spark of light in this physical flesh and bone body. But we come together with a team. Some of our team members, they come in and out through the course of our incarnation. Some stay, like it's my understanding that your main guide stays with you from birth to death. We all have a guardian angel, but we also have more. And the point is that we come as a team and we're always together. So we feel like we're alone sometimes, but we're not. And so this is for you, Liam, but it's also for everyone to ask your team, to confer with your team. So what do you guys think? Or which way should we go now? Or what's next? To allow them to do their part. They came here to be guides, to guide us, not to tell us what to do or to live our life for us, but to guide us, and inspire us. And through their guidance and our allowing, we are able to take inspired action. And it's very powerful. It's just very powerful how much they're saying how much good we can do in one life incarnation for ourselves and others, if only we value their input and value ourselves, because we are spirit. We feel like we're different, like we're disconnected, but we are them. They're not greater than we are. I know it feels that way to me too sometimes. Like, oh, they're spirit and I'm just me. But we're all spirit. We're the brave one that accepted to come into the body and live in the contrast. But they're the ones that said, okay, we've got your back. We're right beside you. We can guide you through this, through this maze, through this obstacle course, And then, having to, spirit's pretty bold too. We as humans can be kind of stubborn sometimes, but this is what I see. I know this is true. And they're like, la, 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 la. Oh, okay. Now you can hear us because you're meditating or because you're walking on the beach or whatever, or you're taking a shower and boom, there you get these beautiful downloads. And you're like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That does make sense. I never thought of it like that before. You're going to start realizing things like that, Leanne. You're going to get, I feel like you've been getting, but you're going to get more now that we've had this conversation. You're going to begin to get more downloads and be aware of them. You'll be like, oh, I hadn't thought of it before. That, in fact, that probably wasn't even my perspective. Or no, you probably wouldn't say probably. You'll know if you have a totally different perspective shift about something in life, you'll know that's, oh, hi guys. You're with me. I do feel very strong. They're saying that you're a medium. I don't think you work as a medium. I don't think you're anywhere near there yet, but that you are naturally able to, they're saying talk to dead people. That's what they're saying. They're very blunt with you. I like that. That's cool. It's different. They're saying you have an ability to talk to dead people. And I feel like that's why, hang on, I'm picking up the cards that fell down. That's one of the reasons that you've been having a rude awakening, because it's kind of shocking to you. Let me see what you're saying. Oops. So are positive shifts coming? Please. Many say I am gifted. Very positive. You must allow embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. We must remember that we create our own reality. So if we focus on things that we like, things that make us feel good feeling thoughts, doesn't matter what the topic is. Now, this is like Law of Attraction 101, but it's important. And I really want to invite you to check out Abraham Hicks on YouTube or their books. These are, because I'm struggling with ambition and enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is powerful. That's when you're excited about something and you're aligned with it and you're inspired and you're like, oh my God, this is it. But if you're very, very, if you're all in your mind, like mentally focused, like I have to do it this way, I have to get this is the way it's got to be done. You're trying to figure it all out. That's actually not our job as a human, believe it or not. It's not our job. It's not your job to figure it all out. It's your job to be positive, and being positive places you in receptive mode so that you are open to receive your guidance, and you will make better choices for yourself. Not better as in there's bad ones. There are no bad ones, but there's easier choices for yourself. So things that will make your life go more smoothly, things that will bring closer to you what you truly want in a faster way. Of course, everything happens in divine timing, but a lot of times we block what we really want. We block our abundance from flowing to us. Our abundance could be health, it could be wealth, it could be, any kind of thing, anything that feels good. If we hold it at bay and think, oh, I don't have it, I really want this or whatever, even if it's a work ambition, we can hold it outside of ourselves. Like envision the outstretched hand. But if you put your hands down, right, instead of going like this, you know what? Okay, I'm ready. So using your learning how to quiet your mind, allowing yourself to quiet your mind is huge. And then learning what your gifts are. And it's interesting because I call them gifts too, but it's really something we're all born with, and it's just we experience different things differently. Like I hear, I see, I taste, I touch, I smell, like most of us do, but I do it my way. And we don't know, I can't get into your body. Well, I can more than some people can, but I'm very clairsentient. But like basically what I'm saying is I'm not in your body. I don't perceive the same way you perceive. I don't hear the same way you hear. None of us do. Well, the way we receive other information, like the vision, like light that we cannot see with our human eyes, or sound that we cannot hear with our human ears, but what we hear them, like we hear spirit, we feel them. We don't see them, but when I feel them, so I feel them wrapping their arms around me. I feel them. So this is all part of, what does that have to do with anything? They're saying the ambiance, but I don't understand why they're bringing that up. Hang on. Creating the ambience to allow yourself to tune into your gifts, to your way of being, your way of sensing, your way of receiving and perceiving, your own unique way, and establishing and building your own unique relationship with spirit, which is something I'm really been drawn to teach for a long time. And when it's ready, when it's ready, I'll know. But for you, for all of this is really a message for everybody, but specifically right now for you as well, Leanne. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's what I've got for you. So I hope that resonated. Awesome, guys. All right. Tonight, I'm going to go to bed now. I'm going to go have some food. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for allowing me to read for you and to heal you. And I just have so much appreciation and love for every one of you. And you're very welcome, Leanne. And thank you for being here on the replay. Yeah, watch and enjoy. And just know the energy here is always healing. It's always healing. If I'm doing a healing, you can tune into that as well. But just being present with us and our group energy, it's a healing atmosphere. And just spending time here is for healing for you and for your furry loved ones as well. So I'll see you on Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'll be with Kimmy Siegel. I'll see you soon.